Lesson 6, Mutually Exclusive Events, Part 2. A school newspaper published the results of a recent survey. 62 skip breakfast, 24 skip lunch, and 22 eat both breakfast and lunch. So we're going to just quickly make a diagram. So we know that people who skip brunch or breakfast and they skip lunch. So what we're talking about first is if this is mutually exclusive. So if they were mutually exclusive, then all our percents should add up to 100. So we have 62% who skip breakfast, 24 skip lunch, plus the people who don't skip anything. And this should equal 100, but it doesn't. It equals 108. So that means that there is an overlap area. There are people who skip both breakfast and lunch, which is really unhealthy. Don't do that. So we know this is not mutually exclusive. So for part C, we're going to use this information that we know to figure out how many people skip breakfast but not lunch, and the odds for and against. So we're going to find out all of our information in our Venn diagram. So we know that the people that skip breakfast is 62, and the people who skip lunch is 24. And the people who don't skip anything on the outside is 22. So first, we're going to write out our formula. So we know that P of B or L, so B or L, both of them, so that's this region right here. B or L is in both the circles and also the area of overlap. So we know that's the probability of B plus the probability of L minus the probability of B and L. So minus the overlap region. So we need to find that overlap region. So first, let's figure out how many people are in that blue area that I outlined. So if we take the probability of B or L and we add it to the probability of not B or not L, that would make our entire total. So we know the people who don't skip anything is 22. And we know that our total would be 100%. So we want to find probability of B or L. We're going to minus 22 from both sides. So the probability of B or L is equal to 54%. And I meant to say 78. So this number right here is 78. And we know the probability of breakfast is 62. And the probability of lunch is 24, and we don't know this number. Let's just call it x for now. So we're going to solve for x. So we're going to minus 62 and minus 24 from both sides. And we're left with minus 8 is equal to minus x. And we're going to divide by -1, so we know 8 people skip both breakfast and lunch. If we wanted to find just B, it would be 62 minus 8, which is 54. And if we wanted to find just lunch, it would be 24 minus 8, which is 16. So we've filled in our entire Venn diagram. What we want to find is the probability of people who only skip lunch. So only B. And that would be 54%. Our odds for and against. We know it's favorable 54 times. And it's not favorable, we would do 100 minus 54, which is 46. So the odds for someone skipping breakfast are 54 to 46. The odds against would just be 46 to 54. Part C says to determine the probability that a randomly selected student skips at least one breakfast or lunch. and we want to determine the odds for and against. So this is breakfast or lunch, at least one, so it could be 2. And we already know that that blue region is 54 plus 8 plus 16, which is 78%. So that means that 100 minus 78 is 22. So we know that's the people right here that don't skip anything. So when we do our odds for, it's the same as people who skip to people who don't skip at all. So it'd be 78 to 22. If we wanted to do against, it would be 22 to 78. Example 2, Reed's mother buys a new washer and dryer set for $2,500 with a 1-year warranty. She can buy a 3-year warranty for $450. She researches the repair statistics for this event and finds the following data. Should she buy the warranty? So, if we're looking at this, if she's paying $450, the only way that this is beneficial is if she's buying the 700, or if both of them crash. Because if only the washer crashes, she's losing $50. If only the dryer crashes, she's losing $150. So the only way she's actually saving any money is if both of them decide not to work, and you have to get both of them fixed. So we're just going to make a quick Venn diagram. So we have the washer, the dryer, and both. We know the odds of the washer breaking is 22%, and the probability of the dryer is 13%, and both of them is 3%. So we know 22 minus 3 is 19%, so there's a 19% chance that just the washer is going to break down, and a 10% chance that just the dryer is going to break down, 13 minus 3. And all together, we would have 100 minus 19 minus 3 minus 10 is equal to 68%. So there's 68% chance that it won't break down at all. There is a 19 plus 3 plus 10% chance that one or both will break down, which is 32%. So there isn't very high odds that one of them will break down. But the most important thing is that there's only a 3% chance that it'll break down for both of them, which means that there's a 97% chance that they both won't break. So if that's the only way that it can be beneficial, that means there's 97% chance that she could lose money. And there's only a 3% chance that she can save money. So really, it is not worth it to get the extended warranty for 3% chance. A car manufacturer keeps a database of cars available for sale. Model A, the database reports that 43% have heated leather seats, 36% have a sunroof, and 49% have either. Yes, another Venn diagram. So we've got heated seats and we've got a sunroof. 43% have heated seats and 36% have a sunroof. And we know that 49% have neither. So we want to figure out how many cars have both a heated seat and a sunroof. So first we're going to do our formula. So we want n of h or s. And always remember that h or s is everything in both the circles. So that's equal to the number or the probability of h plus the probability of s minus the probability of h and s. And we do know the total will make 100%, so we know the probability of h or s is equal to 100 minus 49. There's 49% that don't have either. So that is equal to 51%. So we have 51 is equal to 43 plus 36 minus p of h and s. So that's our overlapped area. We're going to minus 43 and minus 36 from both sides. And we're left with negative 28 is equal to negative P of H and S. Divide by negative 1. So we know that 28 is our shaded overlap region, P of H and S. So right here is a 28. If that's a 28, we know that just sunroofs is 38, or 36 minus 28, which is 8. And just the heated seats is 43 minus 28, which is 15. So we've completely filled in our Venn diagram, and we know that there's a 28% chance that it will have both heated seats and a sunroof.